in May this year, I decided to do a 30-day music promo challenge for my new song. And in this video, I just want to share with you guys some of the lessons I learned along the way. Before this year, I last released music back in 2020. And to some people, they might even say that I had given up on music, to be honest, because 4 years in, come on, man. However, towards the end of 2024, I started to really think about what matters to me. And making music was one of those things that mattered to me. So this is what led me to actually decide to release my first single, put that in quotes, my first single in 2025. Another thing I wanted to do different was have a different approach to the way I promote the song. Before this year, my promotion strategy was non-existent. So if I want to drop a song, whether it's today or tomorrow or the other day, I just drop it. I make 1-2 posts and put them up on social media, and that's it. I wanted to have a different approach with this song, and I actually prepared a strategy, a calendar. What could go wrong? The first one is to plan better. I made the decision to drop music and actually got to drop music in a very short period of time. And a lot of the content ideas I had set out to execute on, they required a bit of planning and a bit of time to edit, script the idea, edit it, and then, publish it. So I found myself failing to actually implement the strategy in some cases. So this is not to say that I didn't execute. I actually executed on a lot of ideas, but there are also a lot of instances where I failed. And it didn't really help that during this period of time, I was actually traveling a lot. And there were fruits of that as well, which I'm going to cover in later videos. But it didn't help that I didn't plan things in a meticulous manner, in a way that considered everything that's going to be happening in my life. The second thing I learned is that content is not enough. Now, my content strategy and calendar were all based around social media content. It was about what post I need to post on which day, the plan to actually create the content. But I don't know about you guys. In my experience, there are almost zero listeners that come from an organic social media post. Of course, if you don't really have any kind of clout or any kind of attention already on you as an artist. So this led me to actually explore other promotional options, such as influencers and playlist pitching. For influencers, every influencer I reached out to had a rate, as I had expected. And I feel like this is now the perfect time to tell you that this campaign that I was running was on a zero budget. I didn't have a budget for this campaign. It was literally $10 that I had, which I decided to invest in a Canva subscription as a way to invest in content. This is where the third lesson comes in, being resourceful. So I knew that I wanted to run this 30-day promo campaign, but I had only $10 to spend. How was I going to give my song the best shot in my current situation? This is where you guys came in and actually helped me out. Let's just say I leveraged this channel, the audience on this channel, and an idea that I had, this idea of a 30-day promo campaign that I was going to document on this channel as well, to get myself to collaborate with 2 playlisting companies that were able to put my song on over 15 playlists. So I really had to think outside the box to see what the best options are in my current situation. And it allowed me to really have, let me say, my most streamed song on Spotify as we speak, or of all time. I've never really had a song be streamed like that. Now, there's a lot I'm going to talk about in regard to playlisting because it wasn't all flowery. But I'm going to, I'll share that with you in a later video, so you guys can subscribe for that. The fourth and final lesson that I learned was that there is a lot that you can do in 30 days.